Hello everyone, welcome back to the last section of 1.4, the discriminant. So usually you might be asking, well, what the heck does the discriminant, well, what does this help us in our math classes? So usually this method discriminant kind of helps us kind of see how many solutions a quadratic equation might have. So usually you might see a problem that might have one answer, two answers that are real. Some of them might have contain I. So at that point, one of them is not real, since one of them has an I, which is an imaginary. So in order for us to figure that out, we use this type of form, the discriminant. The D equals B squared minus 4AC. So usually there's three rules for those. So the first rule here, if D is less than 0, then the equation has two distinct real solutions. So after whatever you plug in for B, A, and C, and if it's greater than 0, you're going to have two real solutions. Now for the second rule, if D is equal to 0, meaning whatever you get as your solution is 0, then the equation has exactly one real solution. So instead of having two real, it's going to have one real. Probably the other one's going to have an imaginary. So it's going to be one real, and then the other one's going to be imaginary. And then for the third rule, if D is less than 0, then the equation has no real solution. So what that means is that you're going to get an answer, yes, but none of them are real. They're both going to have some type of I, imaginary, in their answer key. So this is the formula. This is the one I would kind of pay attention to. That's going to help you in order for you to figure out what the discriminant is for the following problems we're going to do. So let's say, for example 1, I have three questions for discriminant. So let's use the discriminant to determine how many real solutions each equation has. So pause the video if you need to, and then just copy down A, B, and C, because those are going to be three different problems. And of course, don't forget, in order for you to figure out the discriminant, we're going to need the D equals B squared minus 4AC. Okay, let's move on. Example number 1, A. It was x squared plus 4x minus 1 equals 0. So they just want to know how many real solutions we're going to have here. So we're going to use D equals B squared minus 4AC. So now here, what we have to do is just kind of call A, B, and C what they are. According to the equation, we have A as 1, B as 4, and C as -1. Remember, A, B, and C are constant numbers. Okay, just remember that. So yeah, now you plug this into D equals that. So D equals B squared is 4 squared minus 4 times A times C, which is -1. So you get 16 minus -4 because of that negative here, but then you turn them into a positive, so that gives us 20. Ooh, so what do we have here? D is greater than 0 because we have D equals 20. That's what we get. And remember, one of the rules is that if D is greater than 0, then it has two solutions. So for this one, you could just write down, so the equation has two distinct real solutions. And that's it. That would be your answer for A. They're just trying to ask like which one is it, one of the rules. So since this is greater than 0, it's got two distinct real solutions. Now for the second one, B. B, I think it was 4x squared minus 12x plus 9 equals 0. So again, A, B, and C. A was 4, B was -12, and C is 9. Just plug those in. So B squared, which is -12 squared, minus 4AC. So here we get positive 144 minus 4 times 36. And I think that gives us 144 as well. Oh, hold on. It's not equals, it's minus. So that gives us 0. So here, the discriminant equals 0. So that means that D equals 0. The second rule, right? Which is right here. So if D equals 0, it's going to have one real solution. So for your answer for part B, it's going to be, here, put brackets. The equation has exactly one real solution. So that is how you would figure out the discriminant, using the discriminant for this one. Now for the last one, you might be like, oh my god, it's got a fraction. Like, oh my god, I'm gonna lose my cool. Don't you worry, it's all good. You'll see why. So again, A, B, and C. A is 1/3, B is -2, and C is 4. So you put that into the discriminant. So B squared was -2 squared minus 4A, which is 1/3, C, which is 4. So that gives us positive 4 minus 4/3 times 4. But then we know that is 4 minus 16/3. Here we're going to have to find the LCD, which is 3. LCD stands for the least common denominator. Since one of them is a fraction but not the other one, you're going to have to make both fractions. So this one, you're going to end up multiplying 3 to the top and bottom for it, since the LCD is 3 in this case. This is going to have 12/3 minus 16/3. And since they both have the same denominator, you could have both of them on one fraction. So that gives us -4/3. So we know that D is less than 0. So here, your answer would be, so the equation has no real solution at that point. And that is how you answer discriminant. Yeah, so I gave you guys 3 examples of when it's greater than 0, equal to 0, and less than 0. So not too bad, right? Now for the next session, on the next video, we're going to be talking about complex numbers. So that's going to be our next session for the next video. We're going to be talking about arithmetic operations using complex numbers, the square roots of negative numbers, how do we solve for those, and also solving complex solutions of quadratic equations. So pretty much of what we just finished, but we're going to add some imaginary stuff to it. And that's going to be on 1.5. So if you enjoyed the video, if it was informative for you, please give it a like, subscribe. If you want to share it to your friends, people that are taking algebra that might need the help, please share this video to them, and hopefully it'll make just life a bit easier, right, when it comes to math. But yeah, once again, thank you guys for the amount of support, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. All right, peace out, everyone.